I don't care who. I don't care whatever. If that's what you choose to do with your husband, it is what it is. But a lot of guys, they don't, and they don't, and it ain't something that a young man do. You got men that's older, that's kids, a teenager. No sooner as they leave a woman, like I got one of my girlfriends. They was together for. They got her older son was by somebody else, but the guy he got incarcerated. The guy he stuck there took over. You know what I mean? They got that back and forth love. One year they together, not So she claimed this time they not gonna be together. But as soon as she don't want to be bothered with him, he got to reach out, or the kids got to reach out to like, Daddy, can I come around your house? And then a lot of times he ain't stable. He ain't to the point where he can be with the kids like that. He don't know what the hell to do. So he's taking them around some kid's house.
This is what I've noticed and what I'm hearing even as you speak. I'm just hearing it's like you said, black women got to be the mother, the father, the cab driver, and all these things. And if that's not how it is in other races, what is the common denominator in the black community as to why that's what black women always end up doing? The common denominator ain't the foundation of having a baby was never there. It's like having a baby is after the marriage, the house, and all that, and that's.
Yeah, let's face it. A lot of our race don't. They're not even. And in my case, like I say, mine were. Ultimately, you thought it was done backwards. Yeah, I should have got the marriage, the house, blah 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 blah. But it wasn't. But it was conceived within a loving relationship. Both my kids were conceived in a loving relationship. You know what I mean? We were grown. We had been together. So we didn't use condoms. I ain't doing all that birth control because that stuff blow you up. Well, anyway. So
I agree.
So we stopped using condoms. So that means that we stopped using condoms. Not to be whatever. You and I grown folks, you ain't pulling out. So that means you know what's gonna happen.
No,
that's the conscious decision that I knew that the first time that you didn't pull out. I didn't say nothing why you didn't pull out. So I already knew what it was. But once again, it was conceived in a loving relationship. Let's face it. A lot of them don't. A lot of them, by the time they get to you, he already got form that he don't want to take care of. And you make 5 and 6.
Okay. So right there. So check this out. Why involve you? Why get involved with a man that already got 4? Why would a woman do that?
That go back to the fact that women don't know the value of their, and they don't. Long as he sling good wood, they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Long as he slinging some good wood to him, they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care.
Right.
Long as he's some good wood, they don't.
Because I would think that, like, I would tell a woman, the second, I would say the second I find out you pregnant, we get married, you getting entitled to my benefits, my kid will be born, doesn't that? And I don't give up. I would get like, must be trying to rip my head off. And I'm like, so I'm telling you what a good plan this would be. But that dude, if this is what a man could.
That wolf ticket don't been sold before.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Okay, I like that. Let me use that. What exactly because I've never met a woman that dealt with a man anywhere near my caliber. So if you say that wolf ticket was sold before, You got to please elaborate, because
But I mean, that's you. But that go back to, how can I put this? If you want you if you want that type of woman, you have to pull in those type of women.
well, no, because I deal with them.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You can't.
Now, no. I want to make something clear. The women that I was in relationships with were good women. I would talk to those women. I ain't never in my life dealt with a woman that was all jacked up like that. Every woman that I've had was top. I've never did that. So I'm only saying it from the perspective of, I'm talking to you, and I was talking to them, and we talked about that. But far as when I'm in a relationship with a woman, because you're talking to somebody that wasn't in a lot of relationships. I always had standards. I have the top. I've always had. I tell an individual like this: if I put my dick in her, she's a top tier woman. I'm not having sex with a woman that's messed up in the game. I'm not having a sex with a woman that's on welfare. I ain't never in my life had no sex with a woman. Oh, they live in public housing and they messed up in the game. I've never done that. That's not me. It never would be. So, but I have, because of what I do for a living. I've interviewed thousands of women, and I've heard that story. So that's why I'm saying, when I was in a situation, but not me personally. So I just want to say that, because I didn't want you to think that I was telling that to a woman that I was in a relationship with.
Yeah, but that's kind of hard. How can I explain it? It's kind of hard to, if you've been dealing with BS from the time you struggling now, and you finally you got a good one, and you got a good one. Okay, he might be a good one, but you don't dealt with so much BS. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And to me, it's harder. To me, the ones that stuck in the project, I don't care. Yeah, they would. But to me, someone that actually wants something out their life, that's educated, that got it going on, we get the harder one. Let me tell you how we get the harder one. Because you get the ones that say, I want somebody like you. You got it going on. You got this. You got that. Everything I always wanted. And then as soon as you get it, you go 360.
You said as soon as you get it?
Or soon, I ain't talking about, and I'm not talking about in general, but I'm talking about as soon as you get that guard let down. Because most grown women, I'm talking about grown women who done been through, they got a guard. And that guard is up high. You can have all the standards in the world, but that guard is up high, because you got to realize all the other blocks that have been laid to build that guard up. So yeah, when they got somebody coming around that got everything going on, yeah, I believe that. I do, I don't. But do I want to let my guard down enough to have a child?
I'm gonna come at it this way then. I don't know one person that can go a month without showing a sign of who they truly are. We everybody want to run around here and talk about, oh, we dated for 10 months and then they show their true colors. No. Individuals show their colors within either the first or the second week. It's up to the individual that's going to ignore it and say, I'm gonna go ahead and wait for another one, and keep and then, because this is a perfect example of this. I would be talking to women and they'll say, I'm tired of dealing with no good niggas. And I would say that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Because to say you're tired of dealing with them, why would you deal with something bad so long that you got tired of it? I don't know nobody that eats a nasty sandwich, bite it the first bite and say, this sandwich is nasty, but I'm gonna keep biting it. And then say, oh yeah, this is nasty. I know people that don't like things and reject it.
It's almost like, that's kind of difficult, but I can know from my perspective. That's why when me and my baby girl's daddy, when I finally said enough is enough, too much is too much, I let that go. I worked on me. A lot of women don't want to work on me because they don't want to be alone. So once again, they feel like what's between their legs allows them not to be with their own. They mistake that for intimacy. They mistake fucking a nigga and him telling him he loves you while he's fucking you, but 3 days later he laying up with another bride.
Yeah, because I've noticed it's just stockpiling stupidity. Because because here's what I know. I was chopping trees. I got tired. When I got tired, I stopped. When I got rest, I went back to it. So when I hear a woman say, I'm tired of dealing with no good ass niggas, I'm saying, no, you love no good niggas. You just tired of them for right now. But after you get rest, you going back to them. Because there are women that never ever dealt with a no good nigga. And they don't say, I'm tired of dealing with no good niggas. They'll see a no good nigga and be like, look here, your class don't get this. It's like, I've seen.
Yeah, and you got at 42, I'm not gonna lie to that. I got to be that point. It's almost like I can offer one text or one phone call. I can already feel like what we going to.
Right.
Like this ain't what I am.
Right.
You don't want none of this.
There you go. Listen, you're exactly right. Don't you know, there has been times when I called individuals, you see how I joked with you, right? And they was like, I don't think that's funny. Click. Yo, click. Like, I'm not wasting my time. I'm not.
And I guess you were weak.
Right.
So I'm like, huh?
Right. You know what? Listen, I do a sense of humor check first. It's very important. It's very important. I do a sense of humor check. And when I call an individual and I do a sense of humor check, and it's like, ooh, or ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, I was like, uh-oh. Click.
People like, huh?
Click.
I'm like, huh?
Click. For real.
I didn't
Click.
even do that.
Huh?
I was like, I'm gonna fill it out. I was like, because you can't get the feeling of who a person is by only a 2-3 word conversation. Let me hear where you coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. And I was like, Lord, I thought you'd get a check or something. I forgot what I said. You were weak about it.
Mm-hmm.
You like, no. I was like, you're not from down here, are you? Like, I got a Jersey or New York accent.
Mm-hmm.
You like, okay, yeah. You know what I mean? So like I say, I love to laugh and joke anyway. I'm because life is too short not to. Life is too short not to laugh, not to joke. If life is too short, as myself alone, I've been through.
Nah, listen, like I told you, my dad and my mom raised a man. Broke is not an option. Your family never goes starved.
You have to be multifaceted. You really do. You cannot. It ain't like it was in the 60s and 70s where you're gonna stick at one job for 30 years and boom, bam, you retire.
Right.
That's happy. You basically you have to know a little bit about everything. That's just the part. First of all, they keep then number two, it allows you. It's good to know different things, and it's good to experience different avenues. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It really is.
Right. That's right.
You know, it keeps you from being complacent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it seems like you don't like to be complacent. Once something is complacent, you ready to shake it up.
Damn
and move
right.
on to something different.
Yep. You better act like boy, you got that already, huh? You figured out. Oh my. Yeah, I don't do complacent.
My bachelor's degree is in psych.
Okay.
So like I said, you can tell by all the different avenues. You got stuff that you are passionate about, and what you're passionate about never changes.
Right.
But like other avenues, like that trucking, when it gets to be a point where it's too difficult, you're like, fuck that shit. And like this Uncle Sam give me a good amount of money a month. I'm gonna dust this road out, I'm gonna dust it off, I'm gonna go back. It's something different. But no soon as it gets to be the point where I gotta think, or I gotta feel like I'm stressing out about this shit, hell no. You can take this CDL and ram it up your ass.
Let me applaud you again, goddammit. Let me applaud this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's exactly right. 2 points for you. For real. I don't do stress. I don't do stress.
That's why you got on the back end. So you were there when you had another job before you was a CDL.
Mm-hmm.
But that job probably you got sick of that. So you went to the CDL. So that's why you got the back end with doing the taxes. So that means when you get done with the CDL, you get sick of messing around with the CDL because it's driving you crazy. So you ain't got time to be. I'm too grown to be babysitting somebody old enough to be my damn daughter. I ain't got time for that.
There you go.
Wow. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna give it a try because mama and dad ain't raised no quitter.
Wow.
That's what Schwab said. My mom and dad ain't never raised no quitter. You know what I mean? We ain't no quitter. So I'm gonna give it a try. But no sooner as it get to be a headache or it seem like I got it seem like it's really an extra job, I go ahead and go ahead and get to this where I do the bankruptcy and do the legal aid and all the rest of that stuff. And then when that gets to be the court, that don't drive you crazy. You'll find something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what